Hello children. You might have often heard these type of sentences. Say, Vyom ate 1/4 of the pizza. Kshitij drank 3/4 glass of the milk. Sita finished half the painting. Make 3 equal parts of the pizza. Yes? Okay. All such words show that they are a part of something. When we talk a part of a whole, we are using fractions. The word fraction has been derived from the Latin word fractus, which means broken, right? So, what is a fraction? A fraction is a number that stands for a part of a whole. A whole can be a region or a collection. When we decide to divide one whole object into any number of equal parts, we refer to a region. Suppose a whole apple can be cut into equal parts and a part of it can be referred. Okay? But when we divide a group of objects into any number of equal parts, we refer to a collection. Here you can see the shells are given. So a group of shells can be divided into equal parts and a part of it can be taken into consideration. You might be thinking, why to learn fractions, isn't it? But my dear, without fractions, we won't be able to stand anywhere. Let's see few examples where fractions are used. Do you love pancake? Oh yes. Then see the ingredients here. Can you see something written as 1 upon 2 teaspoon salt, 3/4 cup of milk? What is it? It is a fractional number. Open up any cookbook and you will see recipes full of fractions. Think of time. Half an hour is a common way of expressing 30 minutes and a quarter past or quarter to also you may have heard of, isn't it? What's that? Yes, representing fraction. Think about a time you go to a restaurant with friends and the waiter brings a single bill. To divide the total among the friends, what you are doing? You are using fractions, right? Oh, shopping. Think about the time when you went for shopping, there was 50% off or half off on everything due to sale. So you start calculating the new price using fractions, isn't it? Always, whenever you start a journey, you make sure if there is enough fuel in the vehicle or not. You ever have seen the fuel meter properly? This time, when you set for the journey, please check the meter fuel. Okay? You may be finding fraction over there too. In tests and exams, scores are expressed as fractions, isn't it? The applications of fractions in everyday life are endless. They are of great importance and profoundly impact everything around us. Now that we are learning about fractions, the very fundamental concept of fraction is equal parts. Once again, I repeat equal parts. A thing or a collection should be divided into equal number of parts. So let's recognize equal parts. See the first figure given here. It is a whole part in yellow color, right? And then two equal parts are shown over here. See that the figure is, that is the picture is cut, or the line you can see, it's the vertical line through which it is cut, and two equal parts are being made. Okay, and the third one, that is two unequal parts are given, right? Now see the second figure. Here also square is given, but now the second picture shows that the square is cut diagonally and made two equal parts. Always it's not necessary that you can cut a square to make equal parts making a horizontal or the vertical cut. You can cut even the diagonal also. Fine. So here diagonal, when it is cut, then two equal parts are being made, and the third picture shows that two unequal parts are being made, right? Now see this figure. Here all the shapes you can see that they are divided into equal parts. Fine. Circle in blue color is divided into two equal parts. A square is divided into four equal parts. A triangle is divided into two equal parts. A rectangle is divided into four equal parts, and the last one, that is again a circle, is divided, but now it's divided into three equal parts. See one more figure here. In the first part, that is, you can see the examples of equal parts, whereas on the second part you can see the examples of non-equal parts. We have to take into consideration equal number of parts when we are talking about fractions. This much you need to take care. Fine? See, these are also the images with incorrect partitions, right? Now we will see fraction notation. A fraction has two parts. The number on the top of the line is called the numerator, and it tells how many parts of the whole are to be referred. You can say are to be taken into consideration also. Okay. Now the number below the line is called the denominator, and it shows the total number of parts of the whole. See the figures given here. In the first figure, a watermelon is divided into 8 equal parts. So each part represents 1 upon 8. And similarly, the other figures, other two figures also, you can make it out. Now let us represent the shaded portion in the figures shown here. First figure, you can see that 8 equal parts are given, and out of 8 equal parts, 4 parts are shaded. So if you want to represent the shaded portion, that means 4 out of 8. The number in the denominator shows total number of equal parts of the figure. So 8 parts are being made. So 8 is the denominator, whereas the number in the numerator shows the parts to be taken into consideration. So shaded part or shaded portion was asked, so 4 is the numerator. Similarly, the second question, total number of parts, you can see they are 3. So 3 should be my denominator. And how many parts are shaded? 1. So 1 is the numerator. So answer is 1 upon 3. Come to the third question. How many equal parts are made? So you can count and see that they are altogether 6. So 6 should be my denominator. Now how many parts are shaded? So you can see 5 parts are shaded. So 5 is the numerator. So 5 upon 6 will be the correct answer. If at all you are asked that show the unshaded region in question 3. Okay, so how many are the unshaded parts? So that is 1, and out of how many? 6. So 6 should be the denominator then. Likewise, let us see the fourth example here. How many equal parts are there? 6. So 6 should be my denominator. And how many parts are shaded? 3. So 3 should be my numerator. So answer is 3 upon 6. Now let us see what is a unit fraction. A fraction with numerator 1 is called unit fraction, right? You can see the figures given here, and in each of the figure you can see that only one part is shaded out of the total number of parts. So numerator you can see it's 1 in all the cases. Such type of fractions are known as unit fractions. Thank you children.